Thank you, Mr. Mayor, City Council members. My name is Charlie Plybon. I'm a resident of South Beach and Newport area for the past 7.5 years. I believe I've spoken to you guys several times about this issue, and I'd like to first start off by stating that we do not support the Newport chapter, Oregon chapter, and Portland chapter do not support the lease agreement as written. That being said, I'd like to reiterate a few things that I wrote to the paper, more in response to some of the mill workers who took the time to come here today. I'm sorry if I'm going off on the way from the lease agreement a little bit. I just feel like this is kind of important for me to say. Surfrider understands that the mill operates under full compliance of their DEQ permit. The problem is that we do not like that permit. That permit, as written, does not meet state and federal laws for the Clean Water Act. And GP mill workers are absolutely right. This is an issue with the Department of Environmental Quality and upholding our state's laws and federal laws. We've never had the intention to cast stones at mill workers or shut down the mill. That's never been our intention in this campaign. We do understand the economic vitality that the mill adds to our community and the many benefits they bring through supporting nonprofits and other activities. So back to the lease agreement while we're all here. The chapter would like to formally request the City Council to support our recommendations to DEQ for reconsideration of the GP pulp mill as it's written, and in support of establishing a water monitoring program. There's been a lot of talk about monitoring water. Nobody's monitoring the water in the ocean. We're monitoring water in a pipeline before it ever gets to the ocean. We don't know the impacts of the ocean. In situ monitoring has not happened. We haven't described the recreational uses in the vicinity of the area. We haven't established discharge limits on bacteria in the mixing zone. All of these things affect us and do affect citizens that may be beachgoers or maybe property owners along the affluent lines. So some of the flaws we see with the lease agreement as it is the lease agreement doesn't allow for other waste streams other than pulp mill production. And I know that was mentioned earlier in Mr. Firestone's remarks, but it doesn't, especially the easement doesn't speak to anything but pulp mill products. CERCA and Superfund listings, our legal team has yet to understand the full impacts of the liability on property owners, and additional personal property owners would be subject to title disclosure if a spill happens on their property, which could happen. I'll cut it off there since I'm out of time. Thank you
very much, Charlie. We'll take 5 minutes. Don't dilly-dally. Be back in 5 minutes.